was memory stability. Now you guys will probably remember in the beginning of this, of owning the X3D CPU and using it in my system over here.
See, that's actually funny because anything below 6400 works really well on AMD. Man, he is not looking good these days, huh? Just look, he looks fucking burnt out. Okay, so let's see what our boy Jay has to say about why he switched back to Intel. I'm pretty sure this is just the AMD farming clickbait, but...
So now that Skunkworks is done, I've been asked a lot already, both on social media and emails and stuff like, Jay, why did you switch from the 7950 X3D back to an Intel-based system?
So he had a 7950 X3D, problem number one. I don't think he's not the type of guy that would process lasso every single app in his fucking Windows, right? He ain't that type. If it doesn't just work, look, I mean, he's a it just works kind of guy too, right? Why do you guys watch
the
this
whole
shit?
point? The thing is, it used Xbox Game Bar to do that, and it wasn't always right.
So here's the difference between my channel and a mainstream channel. Eight months ago, I said it didn't work and it was a scam.
These two
8 months ago. Yeah. So, yeah. Remember what we were talking about? How my only goal is to reduce suffering of the consumer? Yeah, you would have had this information 8 fucking months ago, dude. Dude, I put that CPU in my system, and I knew it was a scam 5 seconds after I looked at the scheduler. 5 seconds after. I'm like, this... And then remember when Gordon... Well, yeah, dude. Remember when Gordon was like, it's not a scam? And then he got Wendell on there and shit. It's not a scam. Yeah, 8 months later, people are like, okay, it's a scam.
So I noticed when...
That's how you know it's all clickbait based, right?
And
dude, give me a product and I'll know if it works or not in 5 fucking seconds. I'll know right away, dude. It was really Gordon and Wendell that really fucked the dog on that one, dude. They really misled a lot of people. Right? And again, everything they said wasn't misinformation. Come the fuck on, though. Seriously. The 7950 X3D is a complete fucking dumpster fire. Dude, I sold that CPU like 3 days after I got it and finished the benchmark. I'm like, I gotta get rid of this fucking thing while I can. Because remember how they delayed the 7800 X3D to a month after the 7950? AMD is so fucking scummy, dude.
Gaming, like...
What dummy would listen to Jay? Well, it's surprising. Remember when he told everybody to fucking buy now?
What are you waiting for? Stop this video and go buy something, whether it be AMD or Nvidia, now.
And then even my audience went and listened to him when I'm like, come on, guys, stop being fucking stupid. And then I had to go and like get EVGA to give refunds and shit because of Jay. Like, I don't, dude, here's another fucking problem. The more subs you have, the more authority you have by default. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so I must be wrong.
Was memory stability. Now you guys will probably remember in the beginning of this, of owning the X3D CPU and using it in my system over here.
See, that's actually funny because anything below 6400 works really well on AMD. That's like the one thing that does just work.
One that is half...
Unless he's using Expo or some shit.
We're apart right now.
When I manually tune on AMD systems for memory, it's fucking easy, dude.
I was using HyperX 6000 megahertz AMD Expo RAM. So AMD Expo is basically...
I've never tested Expo though, to be fair. I just do my timings manually, my voltages manually. So it could be an Expo thing.
Basically what they called their AM5/DDR5.
I've even used XMP and it works fine.
DOCP, kind of like memory timings that are sort of tailored to
Is Expo broken?
AMD. It would recognize it's an AMD CPU. So I was never able to boot my system with 6,000 megahertz RAM stable.
That doesn't make any sense. Oh shit! My man Roadkiller! That doesn't make any sense, dude. He must not have updated his BIOS or something. I can't see how 6,000 didn't work. Or he like touched the CPU contact pads with like peanut butter fingers or something. That's literally, that makes no fucking sense. Or he has a defective motherboard. Damn, boys, thanks so much for the subs today. Holy shit. You basically paid for my fucking CES hotel. Thanks so much, guys.
Come turn on the system, and then it would retrain memory 18 times.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that one is fucking insufferable, dude. Oh my god. So, just the other day, I was upstairs installing Baldur's Gate again because I changed NVMe's, and then I had the thing switched off, so I had to switch the power supply switch back on. Dude, I sat there for like 3 fucking minutes waiting for this goddamn motherboard to post, dude. Brutal. It's nobody talks about that anymore, but I'm just like looking at my fucking watch, dude.
System to turn on.
It's bad.
What the hell? Even though I had it set so that it would just lock the memory timings, not retrain every time starting the system, I'd get complete lockups on startup, or I'd get blue screens on startup, and then the only way I could get the system stable again is to go in and drop the memory even more. Getting my system at home and using it in a real world use case, which in my instance is Twitch streaming games and going on there and doing, you know, my tax documents and just regular workflow type stuff a regular user at home would have. That gives me the true indication of what a system is like.
Yeah.
With the 14900K, I'm already feeling a little.
That's another problem with tech tubers too, is they just launch the fucking game, they hit the benchmark button, spits out a number, they put it on a graph. And that's why a lot of people come to me, because I'm like, no. It takes 30 seconds to fucking launch IDA with that goddamn CPU, dude.
A little bit more practical with stuff these days, especially to be a little bit more in tune with like regular buyers and stuff. But for Skunkworks, it was always about being.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Crazy. And
the hardware nerd has to understand that they are like 1% of 1% of people, right? So if somebody's like, don't buy AMD, it doesn't fucking work, and then the other guy is like, it's a skill issue. You have to process lasso 7 different OSs and install a Linux distro on top, and then it works just fine. What are you doing watching fucking YouTube, man? Like, do you know? Like, I don't know why those people watch mainstream content and then complain about it. Why?
Over the top.
Why not just go start your own channel if that's your vibe, right?
Jay, everything you've said about AMD, I'm experiencing it too. I'm getting memory crashes. I'm getting constant blue screens. I've got stock settings. I don't know what the hell is happening.
Now there's going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out.
Every time.
See, as you can see,
every time.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Every time.
It's unfortunate to
don't believe me? Go buy it and find out.
See that many people with that same
You're
kind
gonna
of
find
experience,
out.
because I really was sort of hoping
I don't make shit up.
mine was more.
You can't take the problem here is you can't take things that were specifically engineered for multi-threading server workloads and then try to repurpose that for gaming. It doesn't fucking work. That's the thing, right? You can't. AMD keeps trying to cram all this crazy ass shit, chiplets on graphics cards, fucking chiplets over here, CCX is over here. It's all workstation. It's all workstation server shit, man. They're trying to like reverse engineer their own products to work with gaming. It doesn't work.
He edited on.
You can't do that shit.
On Threadripper for us for.
That's why Intel has specific client-side products. They have a completely separate fucking architecture for laptops, and then they have a completely separate design with mesh for fucking workstations, right? They have like, that's why no matter what branch of Intel you buy, it just works, man. Because it's engineered from the ground up for each specific segment. AMD's like, we'll engineer one fucking thing and spread that out to every segment, right? Doesn't work. It's small company issues, right?
For many years.
The 5800X3D is the only good AMD CPU. Legit. That's the only... The 5800X3D is the only good AMD CPU that's been released since Phenom. Literally, dude. Like fucking 12 years ago. That's the only one. That's the only one that just works, is what I want to say. That is the only one, dude. Because it uses BDI, which also just works, right? That was the fucking killer CPU.
A forum reading, try to...
Like I was saying in my last video there, if you did buy AMD and you found out, you can still sell your system to another person so that they can find out too. And then it makes you feel better because somebody else found out with you. And at least you got your money, you got a little bit of your money back too.
Find
I would challenge anyone that actually owns an AMD system. It's like air conditioning, right? You don't know what you're missing until you test it. If you do own an AMD system, go buy an Intel system. You can even run the same memory. If you have a 6000 or 6400, just run that on the Intel system. You will be blown the fuck away about your own denial. You'll be like, oh my God, what was I thinking? If you want the most current and up-to-date information on what the fuck works and what doesn't, you get an 8-month head start by subscribing to my channel. 8-month head start. And if people like Gordon and Wendell start talking shit about how it's not a scam, I will 100% confront them and say it is a scam, and you're fucking dumb for even saying that, and you're misleading your audience by fucking saying that. And it's actually to the point of being shame on you for even saying that. You being a fucking hardware enthusiast is not the experience that the home gamer gets. It's not. You can't be like, install 20 Linux distros and then it just works just fine. You can't be doing that shit. It has to just work.